Hello world. Today's video is a quick update on the Hitpiece NFT situation, with the R.I.A.A. threatening a lawsuit against them and finally taking action, as well as a few other news stories that I threw in there, like Young Lean possibly being on Donda 2, and Quinn finally getting her name changed on all platforms. I really enjoy doing these kind of news coverage videos, so let me know if you guys enjoy this type of content, because I definitely want to do more. And with all that being said, let's hop into our first story. The RIAA is the Recording Industry Association of America. You might remember them as the association who was suing people left and right in the early 2000s. Well, it seems this time they turned their wrath on the Hitpiece NFT, the scam that we called out last week for stealing music from both underground hyperpop artists and even mainstream and large artists as well. In a letter authored by the RIAA Senior Vice President Jared Freeman, he goes on to say, "Your client's operations have been variously described in recent days as a scam, a complete sham, immoral, unethical, and a fraud. All of these criticisms are of course accurate." He goes on to speak about the fact that even if Hitpiece NFT did not link the NFTs directly to sound recordings, they did use the name, images, and likeness, as well as copyrighted album art and protected images to promote and sell their NFTs, as well as giving a disingenuous feeling that the buyer is going to have a closer connection to the artist when the artists were not even involved in the first place. This is a big move by the RIAA, and it's finally doing something to stop the shitty NFT scam. And it also brought a lot of coverage from places like Billboard and the RIAA website themselves. Moving on to the next story. In the image that was retweeted by none other than Ye himself, simply captioned Donda 2 2/22/22, it appears that not only has Donda 2 got a confirmed release date, but it also hints that there might be involvement with artists like Young Lean, Keem, and Drake. Seeing Young Lean, who I've looked up to so many years, on a project with an artist as big as Kanye West means a lot to me and also means a lot to the scene, and something that's really cool to see, as well as the rise of Ginseng Strip 2002 on TikTok and coming back to another viral massive success. I'm super proud of Young Lean, and I can't wait to see him on the Donda 2 project if that does come to fruition. Piggybacking off of OG artists getting mainstream success, it's really cool to see Eric DOA's Sad for What getting played in this season of Euphoria. Previously, we'd already seen a song by Laura Les from 100 Gex being played on Euphoria, and that song was Haunted. And both of these songs coming to the mainstream is super cool to see and projects an awesome future for hyperpop music. And though these are more mainstream hyperpop artists, it's still something that I'm super happy to see and can't wait for more of in the future. Speaking of mainstream artists combining with hyperpop, we have Kid Laroi being brought out at Glaive's newest tour. Kid Laroi is a huge artist who had previously worked with Juice WRLD and has many videos with Cole Bennett. And after the Glaive video with Cole Bennett, it was no surprise to see the merging of the two worlds. This is sure to draw a lot more attention to Glaive shows and to bring a lot more mainstream success in the future, so I can't wait to see what other artists he brings out and who else that he gets to work with, and hopefully him and Kid Laroi have a song coming out before too long. In other underground news, R.I.A.A, the OG himself, is teaming up with Live Nation to bring mainstream hip-hop artists like Ski Mask the Slump God and Snot, together with some incredible hyperpop artists such as Who Killed XIX, CM10, and many others. Obviously, these are some huge names in the hyperpop scene already, but it's super cool to see R.I.A.A continuing his live show history with this awesome festival, and hopefully this festival is a huge success and brings more light to these hyperpop artists performing with some huge names. To wrap it all up, we see the artist formerly known as Parker has finally gotten her name changed to Quinn on all platforms after what I believe is a year or more of trying to get this change. This is a huge success, and I know it can be extremely hard for smaller artists to get their music changed, especially when you're working with DistroKid or underground distributors and not an actual label. So I'm super happy that Quinn finally got her name changed, and it's awesome to see these distributors working with these artists to get these things moved forward. To wrap things up, I would like to congratulate fellow Dial Tone artists 4CF and KBL for 100,000 views on Jade on Spotify alone. If you combine all the views on platforms, I'm sure it's closer to 200,000, but it's amazing to see mainstream success from somebody so close to me and someone that I know deserves it. I can't wait to see where KBL and 4CF both end up. They're two amazing artists, and this is success that we've been waiting for a long time. And with that, we wrap up today's news coverage. Let me know if you guys have any comments or thoughts on the topics that I discussed. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I really enjoy doing more research and news coverage type videos, so I'll probably do more in the future. Thank you guys so much for listening as always, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Peace.